What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are continuing on with our discussion around systems for time management. So let's start off with today's scripture reading. Today's scripture reading comes from chapter 5, verse 36 through 37. It reads, "And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond that comes from the evil one." And with that, the system for time management that we are going to be talking about today is systems for saying no. Time management guru Amy Landino has some excellent content around how to manage your time and your tasks more effectively. I will make sure to link her information below. But she also mentions a concept around how she makes decisions, whether or not something is going to serve her, or if a decision needs to be an automatic no in order to save time. So the example that she gave in her video was that if someone invites her to an event and she hasn't spoken with this person in over a year or seen them, it's an automatic no in response to that event. I know in the scripture that we were just reading in Matthew, it was stating how we shouldn't promise anything, right? We should not to swear by your head, or like I swear on my mother's grave, but to just let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. I think often we end up over promising our time to people, or over promising a commitment to a person that we might not be able to deliver because we want to people please, we want people to like us. At the end of the day, you over committing to someone or you making a promise that you might not be able to keep hurts the both of you. It hurts you and it hurts the person that you made that commitment to, because either you're going to not be able to show up for that commitment, or you're going to show up and you're not going to be fully present. So we want to make sure that we give ourselves permission to say no when an activity doesn't serve us, or when something has come up and we can no longer make that commitment. That might happen on occasion. Or permission to reschedule. Another point I wanted to make sure to make too is that you do not need to over-explain your no. If someone asks you on a date and you don't want to go out on the date, you can say no thank you. We do not need to explain our no. It's a part of setting healthy boundaries. And anyone who is in a relationship with you, who genuinely respects, loves, and cares for you, will be able to respect your no. They will be able to respect your boundaries. Another way to set up healthy boundaries in relationships is to let the other people in your circle know, the other people that you have relationships with, that you are unavailable to show up for an event that has not been planned, to show up for an activity that has not been planned. This is a part of setting up healthy boundaries, because you're teaching people that in order to have a relationship with you, in order to have a respectful relationship with you, they need to respect your time. Just like you should be respecting other people's time, we want to make sure that other people are respecting our time. Because what happens when we say yes to everyone else? We can't say yes to ourselves. We can't say yes to the things that we need to get done in order to achieve our goals, in order to move ahead, in order to just function on a day-to-day basis and be able to have relaxation and rest. So saying no will help with that. And if you have trouble or difficulty saying no, something that I like to work on with some of my clients is practice. We will have a session where they hop on a call with me and I will give them scenarios. Sometimes these are scenarios from situations that have happened in the past where they should have said no but didn't, and we will react. We will do a short reenactment of that scenario and give the person on the end of the other conversation the opportunity to say no, to practice saying no. And the more you can practice saying no, even if it's just pretend no, if you're practicing with a coach or with a friend or with yourself in the mirror, the easier it will be to say no when it comes time for you to say no, without feeling guilty about it. And you might have some guilt initially around saying no, but anyone who's really your friend will support you on your personal growth and development journey. They will want you to have boundaries that are healthy for you, because that means you can have more peace back to your life. That means you can have more time for you, which means that you can have more time for other people and be fully present when you're with them because you're not distracted. Because you'll have more time because you're not saying yes to everyone else. You're not saying yes to everyone all the time. We can't say yes to everyone all the time. If you're saying yes to everyone all of the time, it means that you are saying no to yourself all of the time. So when you look up and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, Veronica, I'm so burnt out, I am overwhelmed, I am exhausted all of the time, it's because you say yes all of the time and you are saying no to yourself, to your peace of mind. You're saying no to achieving your goals. You're saying no to meeting the partner of your dreams. You're saying no to the next level, to that 10x version of yourself, because you've decided that everyone else's priorities are more important than you taking the time to make sure that your own needs are met. I'll give you an example. Sometimes people say yes because they're not sure how to say no. It doesn't have to be rude. If someone says, for example, hey Veronica, would you like to come over to my house this weekend and take selfies with me and my cat? I could say, I don't really like cats that much. You and your cat can go to hell. I'm doing something else this weekend, right? Maybe that's how your perception is of you saying no, is that it's this harsh thing. But if we practice reframing even our no, so that we can embrace it for what it really is. It's setting a healthy boundary. It doesn't have to be rude. So me not having time to spend the weekend taking selfies with my friend and her cat might look like me saying, oh, thanks so much for inviting me to hang out with you and Mr. Whiskerson this evening. I already have plans. Maybe we can schedule for another day. Or, oh, thank you so much for inviting me to hang out with you and Mr. Whiskerson this weekend. Cats really aren't my cup of tea. Or I just can't do it this weekend, or maybe we can do this instead. The reason why you don't want to attend the event is the event itself, but you would like to spend time with your friend doing something else. There is more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak. And when you figure out what approaches work best for you when it comes to saying no, the easier it will be to do it on a regular basis. When it comes to figure out what approaches work best for you when it comes time to say no, practice, and then let me know how much time you save. I would be interested to hear from you. Just saying no when you need to say no can save you time, it can save you stress, it can save you from relationships that you're trying to get away from because you can't say no to leave. You can't in those relationships because you can't say no. I love you guys. It's a possibility for you. Just taking the time to practice setting the healthy boundary of saying no. If you love this video, if you like this video, feel free to leave a no in the comments and a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.